Hello dear students, welcome to Organic Chemistry Classroom. Today we are going to discuss psychotropic drugs, that is tranquilizers. Psychotropic drugs. We have so far discussed drugs that affect our bodies, drug, drugs that relieve pain, drugs that reduce fever, drugs that cure infectious diseases, etc. We now consider another class of drugs, psychotropic drugs that act on the central nervous system and affect the mind and its moods. Psychotropic medications are medications used to treat mental disorders. They may also sometimes be referred to as psychiatric medications or psychotherapeutic medications. Psychotropic medicines can be classified as antipsychotics, mood stabilizers, antidepressants, anti-anxiety agents, sedatives, hypnotics, psychostimulants, etc. Mental disorders can be treated with medication or depression, bipolar disorder, anxiety disorders, schizophrenia, attention deficit hyperactivity disorders, etc. What are tranquilizers? Tranquilizers are depressant drugs having a soothing and calming effect, relieving stress and anxiety. A tranquilizer is a drug that acts on the central nervous system and is used to calm, decrease anxiety, or help a person to sleep. Often called depressants because they suppress the central nervous system and slow the body down. It is used to treat mental illness that are characteristic of the psychosis, which is a behavioral disorder. It can be used in common anxiety and sleeplessness. It can cause dependence and certain ones can easily be abused. Minor tranquilizers are called anti-anxiety agents and major tranquilizers are called antipsychotics. Next is classification of tranquilizers. Tranquilizers are of two types. First one, minor tranquilizers. Second one, major tranquilizers. Minor tranquilizers are also called anxiolytics are used for sedation and to treat anxiety. Today, these drugs are called anti-anxiety medications. Major tranquilizers are also called neuroleptics were developed to treat psychiatric disorders including schizophrenia. These drugs combat hallucinations and other delusions, usually prescribed for long terms. Major tranquilizers include clozapine and Rolfia alkaloids. Tranquilizers. Another classification of tranquilizers are first generation and second generation tranquilizers. First generation typical antipsychotics are an older class of antipsychotic than second generation atypical antipsychotics. First generation antipsychotics are used primarily to treat positive symptoms such as hallucinations and delusions. Second generation include clozapine, risperidone, etc. Some examples of tranquilizers are equine, barbiturates, Valium, and serotonin. Equine is used in controlling depression and hypertension. Barbiturates are hypnotic agents, that is, sleep-producing agents. The luminol, veronal, seconal, etc. are certain barbiturates. Antipsychotics, major tranquilizer or neuroleptics are useful in the treatment of psychosis, especially schizophrenia, counteract or minimize hallucination and delusion. Advantages: not affect consciousness or depress vital centers, not induce psychological or physical dependence. Overdosage is not fatal to addicts. Have anti-emetic and sympatholytic action. Mechanism of action: the mechanism of action of antipsychotic drugs are only partially known, although the antipsychotic drugs represent a wide variety of chemical structures. Their pharmacological and clinical activities are remarkably similar. Most antipsychotic agents act as antagonists at pre- and post-synaptic dopamine receptors, that is, by blocking dopamine from binding to its receptor sites. Tranquilizers have some side effects also. Side effects include sleepiness, drowsiness, reduced alertness, unsteadiness of limbs and muscles, addiction and memory loss, and involuntary spasms. Depression is a common mental disorder. It is a mental illness characterized by pathological changes in mood, loss of interest or pleasure, feelings of guilt or low self-worth, disturbed sleep or appetite, low energy, and poor concentration. It can be severe and sometimes fatal. Major depression, chronic depression, atypical depression, bipolar disorder or manic depression, and seasonal depression are some of the different types of depressions. Some common symptoms of depression are constant feeling of sadness, anxiety, and emptiness, feeling of hopelessness, irritability, loss of interest in activities or hobbies once enjoyed, restlessness, low energy, complaints of aches and pains, general feelings of pessimism, hard to concentrate, hard to remember details or make decisions, sleep disturbances, change in eating habits, suicidal ideations, complaints more of body aches and pains, etc. Let us discuss antidepressants. Antidepressants are mood elevators. They are given to patients who lose self-confidence and are much depressed. They improve efficiency in work, reduce tension, and enhance mood. Antidepressants potentiate directly or indirectly the action of dopamine, serotonin, etc. The purpose of antidepressants is to increase the neurotransmitters in the synapse. They are used for the relief of symptoms of moderate and severe depression. Antidepressants are taken for at least 4 to 6 months. They can be used alone or in combination with other medications. There are different types of antidepressants. The oldest class of antidepressant drugs are the tricyclic antidepressants. Examples: tofranil, elavil, etc. They block the reabsorption or reuptake of neurotransmitters such as norepinephrine and serotonin. Tricyclics have serious side effects and have been largely replaced by newer drugs. Monoamine oxidase inhibitors are often a last option with complex treatment-resistant depression. Examples: Emsam, Marplan, etc. Third one is selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. These medications gradually increase the amount of serotonin, a neurotransmitter in the brain. Examples: Celexa, Lexapro. They seem to be safer than tricyclic antidepressants and more easily tolerated. Last one is SNRIs, serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitors. These medications work by slowly increasing the amount of norepinephrine in the brain. These are some of the examples of antidepressant drugs. Are also known as mood elevators. They are given to patients who have lost their self-confidence and are under the state of depression. They act on the central nervous system and give the patient a feeling of well-being and self-confidence. Stimulant drugs have the opposite effect of depressants. Stimulants make a person's energy high. The stimulant drugs also help to improve efficiency in work by elevating the mood. Examples of stimulants are amphetamine, methamphetamine, etc. The amphetamines are chemically related to beta-phenyl ethylamine. Amphetamine is used to treat attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and narcolepsy. Therapeutic doses of amphetamine improve cortical network efficiency, resulting in higher performance on working memory tests in all individuals. Another example is methamphetamine. Methamphetamine increases the amount of the neurotransmitter dopamine, leading to higher levels of that chemical in the brain. Another example is methylphenidate is a central nervous system stimulant. It affects chemicals in the brain and nerves that contribute to hyperactivity and impulse control. Methylphenidate is used to treat attention deficit disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and narcolepsy. Long-term use of strong stimulants can also cause a number of adverse effects. Large doses of stimulants can cause overstimulation, causing anxiety, panic, hypothermia, extreme weight loss, and hallucinations and delusions, dental problems, paranoia, mood disturbance, vision problems, etc. Thank you all for watching this video.